everyone. My name is Vivien, and welcome to the very first series of Engage with Vivien. This is actually a chat series where we're going to talk. I'll be talking about sales and marketing, entrepreneurship, events, and role models. And each session, I will basically be inviting friends, peers, role models to share about their experiences, their challenges, and hopefully through this experience sharing by them, you'll be able to be inspired and be empowered. And if you are facing these challenges that we've faced before, I hope that this will be an inspiration to you and also to motivate you that you're not alone. Okay, so this afternoon, I'm very glad to to actually introduce my friend. Her name is Cheryl. Now, I've met Cheryl 2 years ago, and we basically hit it off the moment we actually met because she and I had a lot of things in common. We like a lot. We are very like-minded. So, today, what I'll do is I'm going to ask her some questions about her entrepreneurship journey. Now, Cheryl actually basically also holds a full-time job, and at the same time, she also has a business, a very fun-loving business, and she's basically has to balance both together and do very well. So, Cheryl, how do you actually got into this entrepreneurship journey? Could you like to share with everyone? Mm.
Okay, sure. Basically, why I get into entrepreneurship journey is that I feel empowered to actually own my own life. I don't like someone else to tell me what I could or could not do. That's my push factor of why I started entrepreneurship. And looking back, right, tracing back my life journey, I realized that the age that I started entrepreneurship journey is not in my 20s. In fact, it's actually at the age of 10 when I was a brownie in school. So I started selling brownie cookies and collecting monies and start delivering the cookies. I have a bulk orders last time. So at age of 10, actually I have some entrepreneurship mindset already. And the next entrepreneurship business that I have in my life was perhaps at the age of 17 when I was studying university. I was actually a home tutor for 3 kids, so that's actually considered self-employed. So basically I run my business and I give tuition home basis. And subsequently at age of 24, while I'm still holding a full-time job, I love my job of course, but I believe that I have something else that I can do more than a job to me I feel very restricted. Okay, so I believe I have more to live life to the fullest. That's why I started a beauty business, and it was actually a very very successful business, and I like it. But why I like it is because of the fun, and also because I can help my friends to save cost on good quality skincare and makeup products at a lower cost, and also collect the money. Okay, and subsequently I actually decided to give up this beauty business a year ago, although it was moving fast, because after evaluating a few business factors, I decided that I have to let it go. I have actually something else that I have more purpose to work towards too, and which is my current health business that focus on helping people get back their health through preventive measures, through proper nutrition and nutritional cleansing. So basically, why I start this current business and why I have so much passion for it, you can see I do a lot of live videos, is because of two sources. One is I want to impact world health. There's a point in time that I was so low in my life because I have some health issues, but none of the doctors could help me. And I started on this nutrition cleansing program, and I feel that my whole body changed within a span of 3 weeks. Okay, I feel healthier, my condition improved, and I feel so different. I feel that I have a new body. I feel so lively, and last time I used to have migraine. All these symptoms actually disappear. Yeah, so I believe that with proper nutrition and good health, one can achieve much more things in life. And to my surprise, by having a good body, I have a good brain too. I believe I start to think faster. I start to think more better strategies with all this proper nutrition going on in my body. So that's how I get into this business and believe that it can go far. Yeah.
Okay, wow, that's very, very inspiring. Now, basically, after hearing what she has to say, I am also being challenged to actually look into my health too. A lot of times when we work in our work, be whether we are working personnel or we are what, a lot of us actually don't really spend a lot of time actually very focusing on our health. And as you get older, then you realize that a lot of symptoms will come. And well, I'm one of them, but then again, she's actually inspired me to actually look into my health. Well, you can hear from what she says that you can actually balance the work and then you can have fun. You must, and I think most importantly, you need to have the passion and the belief in that it is possible. Okay, yeah. So, well, in everything that we do, it's never a smooth journey from day one. Life will always throw a curveball on you. So I believe, Cheryl, during your journey, definitely you have a curveball thrown to you. And how do you actually overcome all this?
Okay, curveball. I believe that challenges are meant to let us grow, and actually, given my age, I started very early in entrepreneurship journey. So to me, age is a good thing because it makes me experience life and business much younger than what I'm like in my 30s compared to in my 30s. So I get to grow at a faster rate than most people. And what are the challenges I face? Okay, initially my challenges to me is big. Right now I feel that they are quite small. So initial journey challenges I face in my entrepreneurship journey is collecting money. Okay, because I feel for people, I've empathized them. So sometimes for customers, they want a solution, they have no money. So what I tend to do is might be a mistake, which is I say, okay, never mind, I pay for you. When you have money, you return me. But never did I come across that what if they don't pay? I mean, in fact, some of them really don't pay. So this is a mistake that I made last time. So I grew from it is that if customer has no money, if they really want a solution, they will find a way to get it. So right now, I actually are more mature in this sense. Yeah, it's actually instead of chasing more money, I should let them see it as a priority. Why is it important for you? Yeah, and other challenges that I face currently will be having others to see my vision, because my challenge is to let people prioritize their health. A lot of people just think I'm okay, I don't feel sick, I'm not in sick bay, why must I take so much proper nutrition? They don't see the impact. So one of the challenges is to let people see our vision as an entrepreneur. Yeah, so this is my challenge.
Okay, I think to us, everyone have our own different challenges. For me, it was always human resource, cash flow. There's a lot of things. I've never actually gone to a business school in my whole wide life. Everything that I do and everything mistakes that I made were all basically learned through hard way. I'm not saying that I'm not learning right now. I've learned, and it actually helps me a lot in like what she says, like Cheryl says, is sort of like a very big reminder of what we actually, that things like that will happen, and it will ask us to be more careful. But I have to share that sometimes it is not about that it's the sense of feelings. Empathy is actually a very very it's like a two-sided coin. At times we need to empathize, at times we can't empathize. But again, like I said, it's a it's a challenge that we have to go through, and every challenge comes with a good learning experiences. Even like I said, in business, we all have challenge empathies, and like I said, it's like all about how we actually balance it up. Okay, so now, moving forward, how do you see yourself as what are your advice to business people, working people who's going to hold a business, who would like to get into consider business for you, and how do you actually, what advice do you think you could have to give to them?
Okay, only one advice that I can give is that there's no perfect time to start a business. Start it right now, because a lot of people are trapped whereby they have a lot of ideas but they don't take action because they always think that someone else is doing this already, I don't think I can profit for it. But a lot of people are always stuck in that situation whereby they don't take action. So it's those that take action that make a difference in the world, that makes a difference in their life. So this is one thing that I can really advise, and always be comfortable to accept changes in life, in entrepreneurship journey. I can say that being an entrepreneur is not easy, but it's very worthwhile. It actually changes yourself. You grow so much more than being an employee. And actually being an entrepreneur while having full-time job does not mean that you are sabotaging your job. In fact, it has allows me to progress better in my job, because I think like an entrepreneur, whenever I do my job, I think what can the company benefit from this particular job scope that I'm doing? How can a company make money from this importance of job scope that I'm doing? So when you are employee but you have an employer mindset, your efficiency is fastened up, rather than you do your job day by day with no goals. Yeah, your productivity level might be lesser than someone with an entrepreneurial mindset. So that's my advice.
Yeah, I fully agree with what Cheryl has said. Yes, bosses are always looking out for staff, good staff with entrepreneurial mindset. One that thinks for the company, one that does, see the vision of the company. It is very true that when you have a staff that has got a employee mindset that's okay, after 5 o'clock, that's my work, I'm not going to do more than that.
Yeah.
Well, then in this current world, you're going to, if you don't improve yourself, you are actually at
Obsolete.
yes, obsolete. That's a very big position, because if you work for a big corporate companies, your what's that one called, the every year your appraisals are actually the one of the points that your company will see, your employer will see to determine whether are you going to be promoted. In business, it's the same. If you're working for a small business, SMEs, your boss depends on the success of your boss. The company that you work for also depends on you, because they would expect. It's a teamwork. So I fully agree to what Cheryl has to say. You have to have an entrepreneur mindset in order for you to actually excel. It helps. You see, in her case, it helps her in also in her course of work. And for me, actually, entrepreneur was never the very first. I went into entrepreneurship because of certain reasons, but I have no regrets. Even though I've made so many mistakes, I've went through big challenges. I still feel that I think that this time round, entrepreneur is set to go. And for people who are at my age, who thinks that you don't have a job, you don't basically what you're gonna do. There's, like she says, there's no right time for you to be an entrepreneur. In fact, we are at a position where we can give very good advice with the past experience that we have to actually empower to add value to your customers and add value to the work that you do. There's no, like it says, no risk. If you don't take risks, you never know. You never know what will come up. Whether you may be just very comfortable with what you do, but if your desire and your goals are always to have a dream, to do something business, you can be like her. Have a full-time job and as a side business has another business on your own, and you see how you can go. But if you are a little bit more bold, then jump to it. Yeah. So well, that's the end of our chat session, and we hope that our sharing will basically add some value to you. And if you like, well, we'll be having another I'll be having another chat session probably in about 2 weeks down the road, and you will see. I'll announce it out on my Facebook. If you'd like to add me, I have a Facebook page called Vivien Ho. Just add me and you'll receive some announcement. And if you'd like to add Cheryl, what's your email? What's your Facebook page?
Basically it's Cheryl, CHERYL space YL.
Yeah. Okay, this is very unique. Okay, so that's all for you today. Thank you very much, and we'll see you. I'll see you again.
Bye.
Bye.